Hi learner, how are you? I hope you are fine. Today we are going to talk about the last lesson of level number 1, A1 of communication محادثة مستوى أول. The last chapter, what do you do every day? دايما نحضروا لها personal life, الحياة الخاصة. آخر درس كان these are my relatives, تحدثنا عن الأقارب. Now we are going to talk about what do you do every day, ماذا تفعل يوميا. So we have program to follow, عندنا برنامج تتبعوه. The first one وش عندي time vocabulary. 2 time words, what time. 3 what time, prepositions of time. 4 parts of the day. 5 more vocabulary. 6 time words, when, متى. 7 review, and the last lesson, practicing English in your daily life. We start with time vocabulary. عندي look, we have a picture, عندنا صورة هنا of a clock, هي الساعة الحائط سميوها o'clock. In the clock what do we have? Numbers عندنا 1 2 3 until 12. Between from 1 to 12 it is an hour اللي هو الساعة. عندنا الدقائق minutes. عندنا الثواني seconds. And we have here عقرب الساعة يسموها paste or hand. How can you tell you the time؟ يعني كيف نتحدث عن الوقت. I said what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Or what time did you make it? What time did you make it? Look what do we have? We have examples. ركز معي هنا. عندنا it is 2 o'clock ثانية تماما. It is 2:15 or a quarter past 2 or a quarter after 2. ساعتين وربع. It is 9:30 or it is half past 9. تسعة ونص. It is 11:45 or it is a quarter to 12. 12 غير ربع. It is 10:10 or 10 past 10 or 10 after 10. 10 وعشرة. It is 4:35 or 25 to 5. 5 غير 25. It is noon or it is midnight or it is 12 o'clock. هنا كي نقولوا it is 10:10 or 40:35 هنا الفلورال تاعهم دايما for rapidity بتكون السرعة راح يكون دايما it is 2:15 it is 1:30 it is and etc. So time words, what time. السؤال اللي راح دايما نطرحه نقولوا what time is it or what time can you make it. هما دايما يستعملوا دايما what time is it كم الساعة or what time can you make it. هنا فلورال تاعهم بزاف. use the clock, tell me what time is it. look here what you have. عندنا 12 تماما. نقول it is noon or it is midnight. noon هي 12 ظهرا and midnight هي 12 ليلا. it is 12 o'clock, both of them. 12 o'clock 12 تماما. second, it is 4:50. it is 10 to 5. 5 غير 10. 5 غير 10. 10 نسموها 10 غير 2 5 5. so هنا عندنا في اللغة الإنجليزية نعكسوا الدقائق. نبدأ بالدقائق ومن بعد بالساعات. بس لازم نكونوا نعرفوا كيف نقراها باللغة العربية دارجة تاعنا. 2 عندنا it is 5 to 3 أي 3 غير 5. 5 غير 2 3. it is 2:55. it is very simple. عندي it is 5 past 5. 5 و5. 5 و past 5 5. it is 5:05. دايما نديرو past or o. it is 12:25 or 25 after 12. 12:25. it is 5 past 12. it is 12:05. it is 10 to 2. it is 1:50. it's 20 to 4. it is 33 4. not 40. it is 3 4. so this is how to tell the time in English. كان نذكروا ساعة دايما نحن نبدأ بالدقائق ومن بعد نروحوا للساعات. 2 معناها غير، و past معناها و. past معناها و. So time words what time. السؤال اللي راح دايما نطرحه نقول what time is it. what time is it or what time can you make it. هما دايما يستعملوا دايما what time is it كم الساعة or what time can you make it. هنا فلورال تاعهم بزاف. use the clock tell me what time is it. look here what you have. عندنا 12 تماما. نقول it is noon or it is midnight. noon هي 12 ظهرا and midnight هي 12 ليلا. it is 12 o'clock both of them. 12 o'clock 12 تماما. second it is 4:50. 4:50. it is 10 to 5. 10 to 5. 5 غير 10. 5 غير 10. 10 نسموها 10 غير 2 5 5. هنا عندنا في اللغة الإنجليزية نعكسوا الدقائق. نبدأ بالدقائق ومن بعد بالساعات. بس لازم نكونوا نعرفوا كيف نقراها باللغة العربية دارجة تاعنا. 2 عندنا it is 5 to 3. أي 3 غير 5. 5 5 غير 2 3. it is 2:55. it is very simple. عندي it is 5 past 5. 5 و5. 5 و past 5 5. it is 5:05. دايما نديرو past or o. it is 12:25 or 25 after 12. 12:25. it is 5 past 12. it is 12:05. it is 10 to 2. it is 1:50. it's 20 to 4. it is 33 4. not 40. it is 3 4. so this is how to tell the time in English. نذكروا ساعة دايما احنا نبدأ بالدقائق ومن بعد نروحوا للساعات. 2 معناها غير و past معناها و. past معناها و. so time words what time. السؤال اللي راح دايما نطرحه نقول what time is it. what time is it or what time can you make it. هما دايما يستعملوا دايما what time is it كم الساعة or what time can you make it. هنا فلورال تاعهم بزاف. use the clock tell me what time is it. look here what you have. عندنا 12 تماما. نقول it is noon or it is midnight. noon هي 12 ظهرا and midnight هي 12 ليلا. it is 12 o'clock both of them. 12 o'clock 12 تماما. second it is 4:50. 4:50. it is 10 to 5. 10 to 5. 5 غير 10. 5 غير 10. 10 نسموها 10 غير 2 5 5. هنا عندنا في اللغة الإنجليزية نعكسوا الدقائق. نبدأ بالدقائق ومن بعد بالساعات. بس لازم نكونوا نعرفوا كيف نقراها باللغة العربية دارجة تاعنا. 2 عندنا it is 5 to 3. أي 3 غير 5. 5 5 غير 2 3. it is 2:55. it is very simple. عندي it is 5 past 5. 5 و5. 5 و past 5 5. it is 5:05. دايما نديرو past or o. it is 12:25 or 25 after 12. 12:25. it is 5 past 12. it is 12:05. it is 10 to 2. it is 1:50. it's 20 to 4. it is 33 4. not 40. it is 3 4. so this is how to tell the time in English. نذكروا ساعة دايما احنا نبدأ بالدقائق ومن بعد نروحوا للساعات. 2 معناها غير و past معناها و. past معناها و. so you look and listen. it is 2 o'clock. it is 2:15. it is 2:30 and it is 2:45. it is 2:45. so you look and listen. it is 2 o'clock. it is 2:15. it is 2:30 and it is 2:45. it is 2:45. it is 5 past 2. it is 20 past 2, it is 20 to 3, and it is 5 to 3. So you try to do it yourself. تقدر ديرها وحدك and try to check using the clocks. Read and repeat. It is 4 o'clock. It is 4:15. It is 2:30. It is 5 to 5. It is 4:55. So try to read after me. عندنا proposition of time daily activities. كنا نهضر على الوقت in general نقول what time is it. But when I relate نربط الأعمال اليومية بالوقت عندي what time do you plus daily activity. For example here, what time do you go to work? I go to work at 9 o'clock a.m. a.m. and in the morning. We have examples. We have get up, استيقظ, go to bed, أذهب إلى النوم, go to the cinema, أذهب إلى السينما, and eat breakfast, أتناول فطور الصباح. Eat lunch, أتناول الغداء. Eat dinner, أتناول العشاء. Start work, أبدأ العمل. And finish work, أنهي العمل. These are examples of our daily activities. أيضا نتفقوا عليهم الكل. Get up, go to bed, and etc. And we have different daily activities تعتمد على كل إنسان كيف يقوم بأعماله اليومية يوميا يعني. Let's practice. نقول what time do you get up? I get up at 7 o'clock a.m. What time do you get up? Get up اللي هو العمل اليومي. I get up at 7 o'clock. I use the verb in the simple present tense. Le présent de l'indicatif. People 2, what time does your friend get up? He gets up at 7 o'clock a.m. People 3, what time do you eat dinner? I eat dinner at 8 o'clock p.m. Look at a.m. a.m. أنا in the morning في الصباح, and p.m. it is in the afternoon. And here, what do you? I said I. You دايما في اللغة الإنجليزية تقولين I. And here, what time does your friend? So he gets. لأنه مع he and she and it نقدروا نزيدوا s. What time do you eat dinner? I eat dinner at 8 o'clock p.m. Look at, listen. I eat lunch at 1 o'clock. She goes to bed at midnight. We eat breakfast at 8:30. They go to the cinema at 7:15 p.m. and he goes to work at 7:30. Look at the pictures to understand the meaning. نقول الصورة بنفهموا معنى الجملة. So read and repeat. For 1, we get up at 6 o'clock. They eat dinner at 8:30. 3, she finishes work at 5:30. 4, he eats lunch at noon. And 5, the students start class at 8 o'clock. So try to read in order to practice your English. So we have another kind of time. عندنا نوع آخر من الوقت. For example, عندنا parts of the day. Parts of the day كل هنا اليوم نقسموه على عدة أوقات. I said let's add more information about to know about time. هنا عندنا in the morning اللي هو في الصباح, in the afternoon في المساء, in the evening العشية, and at night الليل. هنا عندنا for example كنقول at 8 o'clock 7 o'clock and etc. هو وقت الساعة. هناك نقول in the morning afternoon evening هو وقت اليوم. So this is in English تسمى parts of the day. Parts of the day. We have here some examples. 1, we start class at 8 o'clock in the morning. 2, you study in the afternoon. 3, they go to the cinema in the evening. And 4, he goes to bed at 11 o'clock at night. We start class at 8 o'clock in the morning, يعني نبدأ الدراسة على 8 صباحا. 2, you study in the afternoon, ندرس مساء. 3, they go to the cinema, نذهب إلى السينما في العشية. And 4, he goes to bed at 11 o'clock. نذهب إلى النوم على الساعة 11 ليلا. So this is when I implement and نطبق parts of the day in the meaning في المعاني تاعهم. هنا كنجي نسألوا على daily activities or part of the day. هنا for example in the morning. السؤال اللي راح نسأله هو when اللي هو متى. كنا نهضروا على الوقت 7 o'clock 8 o'clock نستعمل what time. ركز معي في النقطة هذه. كي نقول in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night and etc. راح نسأل السؤال when. WH question when. When do you get up? I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. When do you come to school? I come to school at 8 o'clock in the morning. Try to use these cues. For example here, go home, eat breakfast, get dressed, هنا يلبس, eat lunch, start work and go to bed. Try to ask and answer, and I wait you in the comments. Example, here look and listen. When do you eat breakfast? I eat breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning. When does Ali eat breakfast? He eats breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning. When does Lisa eat lunch? She eats lunch at noon. When do you go to the cinema? I go to the cinema at 9 o'clock in the evening. When do they go to bed? They go to bed at 12 o'clock at midnight. Look here, we have at midnight, in the evening, at noon, in the morning, and etc. And here WH question when. So read and repeat. When do you go to work? I go to work at 8:30 in the morning. When does Dan eat lunch? He eats lunch at 1:30 in the afternoon. When does Julia read books? She reads books at 10 o'clock in the evening. When do they finish class? They finish class at 6 o'clock in the evening. When do your parents visit their children? They visit their children at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Try to read in order to practice your English. So we have more vocabulary concerning time. عندنا the word every اللي هي كلها. Every morning example كل صباح. Early اللي هي باكرا and late اللي هي متأخر. ثاني السؤال اللي راح نسأله ثاني when. Example, I get up at 7 o'clock every morning. She goes to bed at 11 o'clock every night. He watches the clock every hour. He gets up early. He gets up at 5 o'clock a.m. Early اللي هي باكرا. They go to bed late متأخر. They go to bed at 2 o'clock a.m. Let's practice. Do you get up early? Yes, I do. لأن درنا درس مقبل كيف نسأله في WH question and yes no question. Do you go to bed in the evening? No, I go to bed at 9 o'clock p.m. What time do you eat breakfast? I eat breakfast at 7:30. Is it early? No, it is normal. So try ask yourself using these cues. Go to a football game. نذهب للرياضة. Finish class. انهي الدراسة. Eat lunch. الغداء. Have a nap. قيلولة. Eat snacks. تتناول بين المأكولات. هنايا try to ask and answer using every morning, early, late and etc. And I wait you in your comments في التعليقات. Look and listen. He usually starts work at 9 o'clock. He is here at 8 o'clock. He is early. يعني كان دائما يبدأ على 9 والآن الآن في العمل على الساعة 8. So he is early. هو باكرا. He usually finish work at 5:30. 5:30. We are here at 6:30. نرانا 6:30. So we are late. نحن متأخرون. Lisa and Isabel don't go to the cinema every evening. يذهبون إلى السينما كل مساء. Now read and repeat. We eat breakfast at 7:30 every morning. Ali usually gets up at 6:30 in the morning. Lisa starts work at 7 o'clock in the evening. We study English every morning. Our class starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. Now it is 8:30, 9:30. Isabel isn't here. She is late. Try to practice your English. Read and repeat. So we move to part of review. I ask and answer. Listen and answer these questions. Question number 1. What time is it? What time is it? It is 11:45. It is 11:45. Question 2. What time do we finish class? What time do we finish class? We finish at noon. We finish at noon. Question 3. What time do you usually start work? What time or when do you usually start work? I start work at 7 o'clock in the evening. And question 4. When do you usually finish work? When do you usually finish work? I finish work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I finish work at 7 o'clock in the morning. And question 5, do you eat breakfast every morning? Do you eat breakfast every morning? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And the last question, what time do you usually eat breakfast? What time do you usually eat breakfast? I always eat breakfast at 8:30. At 8:30. Part 2, listen and write these words. 1. Evening. Evening. 2. Breakfast. Breakfast. 3. Early. Early. 4. Late. Late. 5 o'clock. O'clock. Listen and write these sentences. Sentence 1. Lisa usually eats breakfast at 8:30 in the morning. Lisa usually eats breakfast at 8:30 in the morning. 2. Ali sometimes eats lunch at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Ali sometimes eats lunch at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 3. Isabel never goes to the cinema in the morning. Isabel never goes to the cinema in the morning. 4. A teacher often starts work early. A teacher often starts work early. 5. The singer usually works late. 5. The singer usually works late. So we move to part read and answer. So read with me and answer these questions. Luke is Maurice's son. He gets up every morning at 6:30. He doesn't eat breakfast. He usually starts work at 8 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes he eats lunch at noon. Sometimes he eats lunch at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. He finishes work at 5:30. He often eats dinner at Burger King or at McDonald's restaurant. He eats hamburgers. He watches television in the evening and goes to bed at 11 o'clock. Question 1. Whose son is Luke? من ابنه؟ Luke. What time does he get up? كم الساعة يستيقظ? Does he eat breakfast? هل يتناول الفطور? When does he start work? متى يبدأ العمل? When does he eat lunch? متى يتغدى? What time does he finish work? متى ينهي العمل? And where does he eat dinner? أين يتعشى? Does he like hamburgers? هل يحب hamburger? When does he watch television? متى يتفرج على يشاهد تلفاز؟ And last one, what time does he go to bed? على كم الساعة يذهب إلى النوم? Try to answer these questions and I will return with the answers. So this is the answer. Answer 1, Luke is Molly's town. 2, he gets up every morning at 6:30. 3, he doesn't eat breakfast. No, he doesn't eat breakfast. 4, he usually starts work at 8 o'clock in the morning. 5, sometimes he eats lunch at noon. Sometimes he eats lunch at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 6, he finishes work at 5:30. 7, he often eats dinner at Burger King or at McDonald's restaurant. 8, yes, he does. 9, he watches television in the evening. And 10, he watches television in the evening. So this is the answer. I hope you like the video. I wait your comments, تعليقات، أي شيء ناقص في الفيديو نستفيد منكم. Anything you want, any question، أي سؤال تحوسوا ليه نستنى التعليقات تبعكم. I like your watching. نتمنى أن يعجبكم الفيديو. لا تنسوا والدي من صالح دعائكم. Goodbye. See you for next lesson. Practicing English in your daily life.